or a loved one are suffering from any of the following symptoms: lack of feeling, emotional outbursts, fog of the mind, or memory loss, this may be a sign of onset AED or advanced emotional deterioration. Today, the solution is THALASIN. Included in every pack of THALASIN are these common emotions: happiness, sadness, anger, fear, and relief. Tired of only experiencing natural emotions? Or maybe interested in expanding your emotional palette? With THALASIN Plus, experience emotions beyond previous natural capabilities. These new emotions include degrance, humber, nage, dorselessness, andric, veronation, pawnish, hard, time, trantiveness, deluge, brick.
Blue Channel THALASIN is a video file in the analog horror format, uploaded on February 7th, 2021. It tells the story of a new psychoactive drug called THALASIN. The voiceover states that 7 out of 10 people over the age of 21 complain of emotional deterioration. This deterioration affects overall well-being, work capacity, and social interaction. The voice also mentions that with complete mapping, specific emotions are then described. These emotions are happiness, sadness, anger, fear, and relief. Besides those feelings activated by THALASIN, there are over-the-counter ones, such as jealousy, hope, frustration, pride, nervousness, awe, courage, bliss, curiosity, enthusiasm, and joy. Afterward, the recording shifts its narrative and switches to another drug from the same company, THALASIN Plus. This psychoactive substance can evoke emotions that a person cannot experience in a natural state. This effect is achieved through brain mapping, which we were told about earlier. But now it's not just the implementation of dividing the brain into emotions with distinct structures, but a system of emotions, separating existing areas of emotions, resulting in new, unbridled feelings. We are shown these emotions, and the person's face still remains humanized, but the uncanny valley effect is felt. Here, in Humber, the face is no longer natural. The mouth is flattened, the eyes are open, and the mouth is unnaturally agape. This effect is not achievable by muscles. The final emotions in the first part are the dorselessness. There is no face. The background music is gone. The skull's shape has become absurdly unrealistic and dark. Only one eye is visible. It is worth discussing the emotions described above. Most likely, the author was trying to show us that it does not actually cure any diseases, but instead initiates brain dysfunction in patients, in scientific terms, perinatal encephalopathy. Supporting this theory could be the beginning of the video file, where THALASIN is described as a new magical medicine. Nevertheless, it works too well and changes the people who use it beyond recognition. A classification of the emotions that THALASIN Plus causes can be found online. Degrance is described as excessive pleasure. Patients begin to lose self-control and lose control of their bodies, gradually turning into vegetables, unable to move any of their muscles. The person begins to experience complete oblivion. Humber is extreme confusion. Those who have experienced this emotion become hostages to paranoia, suspecting everything, even themselves. Nage is a massive dopamine overdose, or a constant feeling that you know something you shouldn't know. Consumers describe this state as a feeling of complete focus and peak performance. Dorselessness is a feeling of extreme sadness, similar to depression, but does not have the full spectrum of characteristics of clinical depression. The second part describes more exaggerated emotions. Andric, the shape of the skull is realistic, but the mouth and eyes are twisted into a spiral on the left side of the face. This emotion is described as a strong desire to look at something disturbing without being able to look away. Clinic clients try to tear themselves skin and tear their internal organs. Veronation is shown with a glitch for only a second, but from what we can see, the following can be distinguished. The shape of the face is asymmetrical. The eyes are cavities, as is the nose. The face has the flattest formation. The mouth is located at the bottom of the face, directly above the chin, and does not have a uniform shape. Emotionally, this is a feeling of intense shock, or an unstable number of emotions simultaneously. Patients cry and scream endlessly, trying to climb the walls and bite the furniture. Pawnish. The face no longer resembles a human even remotely. It is a deformed, shapeless substance. The eyes are symmetrical, and the skin seems to be stretched and clamped at the center of the face, which causes the wrinkle effect. The mouth and nose are absent as such. The condition in this form is assessed as an exaggerated specification of metaphor, fear of speaking, moving, or looking away. Consumers look tired. Harfam, end of the second part. In this state, the face has no constant shape and is a liquid covered in scalp. The eyes pop out of their sockets. The nose and mouth are deformed. The depression in the left eye is caused by the Li Qi on plus effect, namely focusing on something specific. The analogy is simply staring at one point without purpose. In this state, the patient does not care about his life. He only cares about what his gaze is focused on. The third part differs from the previous two in that these emotions are caused by taking several THALASIN plus pills. The face slowly ceases to exist as such. This effect is achieved by a point that acts on the principle of a wormhole. That is, it sucks matter into itself. But the difference is that the size of the point does not increase, but its weight remains the same. Patients describe the sensations as excessive pleasure from food. All taste receptors become hyperactive, and taste transmission increases by 21%. In this condition, profuse salivation occurs, which causes such drying out of the person and turning him into a point. Organs, tissues, and bones are released in the form of saliva. After completing the salivation process, the patient turns into a point, weighing 0.12 grams, measuring 1 by 1 centimeter. Trantiveness. There is no skull, only teeth are present. The patient's body is a pulsating liquid tube in a soft wrapper that can be torn with a light touch. Also, this substance stretches to the full height of the room and rests against the ceiling, adhering tightly to the coating. After 12 hours, the tube becomes overgrown with muscles, and a fractal substance, presumably consisting of processed internal organs, mixed with bones, grows from the core. The emotion onlent is the feeling of turning into a liquid. The person ceases to exist as a body, becomes a liquid, jelly-like substance. Okay, that's it from Spookify. Remember to subscribe, and I'll catch you later.